Hey everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen. I'm excited about today's recipe. We are going to be making a white bread recipe. Now, normally I try to make all low carb stuff, but this recipe is a really good one to have on hand. You know, this year for Thanksgiving, we are going to be doing a breakfast Thanksgiving. So I'm going to use this recipe and make French toast. Now, generally, when you go buy bread at the store, there's just a long list of ingredients. And so this one is great because it only has 4 ingredients. You're gonna love it, stay tuned. All right, well here's our ingredients. Now, we're gonna use some water, yeast, salt, and flour. That's it, super simple. Now what I like to do is I like to just double each thing. That kind of helps me remember it. So we're gonna use 1.5 tablespoons of yeast and 1.5 tablespoons of salt. And then 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3, so that helps me remember 3 cups of water. Now you want your water to be like warm, probably around 90, 100 degrees, or 110 even. Then you can either let that sit and kind of bubble up if you want, or you can just put it right in. So then, okay, so 3 cups of water, then we're going to 6 cups of flour. Now I'm just using King Arthur flour, all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put about 5 cups in right away, and then I'm going to stir it before I add the 6th. Oh, that's not quite it. Now this recipe, seriously, it's so easy. Okay, 4 and 5. I like to buy the big bag from Costco because we have a family and it goes fast. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir this up here and then I will show you how it looks when I knead it. Now you don't need to knead it very much, just a little bit. And then we're going to put it in our bread pan and let it rise. All right, I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so this is the 5 cups of flour. I'm gonna just sprinkle part of the 6th one over that. Then I'm gonna get my hands dirty here and just kind of knead it. Now this recipe, you actually don't need to knead for 10 minutes straight, which a lot of bread recipes, you gotta knead like a ton, that's what's great about this recipe. You just have to knead it until the dough comes together. All right, you see how that's starting to form a nice ball. Now, when your hands get too sticky, you just add a little bit more flour. Oh, I love this recipe so much. I used to have to use a bread maker to make bread, which a bread maker is fine. You still can use that. But why have an extra thing in the house when you don't need to? Okay, so I'm just kneading this. I'm refolding it as I go. And again, when it gets too sticky, I'm just gonna add a little bit more flour. Get it all over the dough here. Okay, you see how this is starting to form a nice loaf, or a nice circle? All right, that looks good. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now, this recipe makes 2 loaves. So I'm going to cut it in half like this. And then I'm going to kind of reshape it like this. And I'm gonna just put it in my bread pan like this and then let it rise for about 2 hours. So that's how it looks before it is rising. And then I'm just gonna cover it with a towel and let it rest. All right, here it is. It has fully risen, and we're gonna put it in the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes. It looks so good. All right, you guys, that was it. It was so simple. Seriously, you might not ever need your bread machine again. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure to go do that now, and let's give this a taste test. Oh man, it's so soft. You're gonna love this. Make sure to comment and let me know if you try it. See you next time. Bye.